So the last episode of this playthrough actually ran a little bit long, so this episode is a continuation of last episode. We got a lot of important stuff going on this episode and a lot of things to do, so stick around and hang out. Can you please help me? I'm in a terrible spot of trouble. So this was actually the first quest I think my daughter did on her own. And by own, I mean she watched a video from Lumbridge Knight do a walkthrough. Very sweet. Watching my sweet angel, watching a walkthrough and figuring out stuff. Quite the feeling. And I have done Ernest the Chicken probably 2 or 3 times. I know there's not much to this, just kind of walking around. I love the quest helper on RuneLite though. It's pretty insane. I remember going to like Rune HQ. I'd have to like follow all the steps and like pay attention and read stuff, and it's terrible. Now I don't even have to think, I just grab stuff, you know? It's crazy that the poison despawns like that. So, I mean, could someone just camp this area, just grabbing poisons over and over again? That'd be sort of crazy. Yo, someone just died out here. Oh, they died of the tree? Wait, are these bots doing this, maybe? I don't know, that's really weird. These bots are just straight up walking over here to die. That's so weird. Well, I mean, I guess that gets you back to Lumbridge quicker, but still, very odd. I have to go poison all the fish, which seems kind of messed up, but whatever. Yeah, it is pretty amazing that, like, people genuinely just figured out these puzzles, you know? I'm looking for a guy named Ernest. Ernest, top-notch bloke. He's helping me with my experiment. So you know who he is? He's that chicken over there. Ernest is a chicken? Are you sure? He isn't normally a chicken, at least that wasn't until he helped me with my... Whatever, it's a lot of talking. Change him back this instant. Oh yeah, check it out, I have everything. Crazy. And Ernest is not a chicken anymore. The cash reward is always nice. Alright, of course. Okay, so 400 quest points, or 400 quest points. That would be crazy. 4 quest points and 300 coins. And 100 total level. I'm at 7 hours 51. Anyway, so I think what I'm going to go do is get my attack up to 20. Come back here to Adventurer John and get my Mithril Longsword from him, and then train up my strength and defense. And I have also decided I'm gonna be able to play some when I'm at lunch at work, so there may be a little bit of grinding that you guys don't get to see, but it's not gonna be anything extraordinary or game-changing, just generalized grinding on cows or fishing when it comes to that. Definitely wood cutting, because that's not exactly riveting content, and if it's a grind that I can do while I'm not at home, that helps a lot, because you know when I'm at home I like to spend time with my family and such. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get my attack up, and then we'll work on defense and strength also. Alright, here we go. Ta-da! So cool. So I was doing some AFK woodcutting, which, by the way, woodcutting 28, fire making 33, no big deal. And I came across a guy over here talking just in the chat, and he said that there was like 10,000 ore in the general store. And so I went and looked, and sure enough, there actually was. Needless to say, I stocked up on a bunch of ores. You can tell I didn't mine them because I'm still mining level 1. Yeah, check it out, there's still 10,000, 11,000. Pretty crazy. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and smelt all this, hammer it out here on this anvil. But what I'm gonna end up making, I think, is just bronze daggers until... Okay, do I not like... There we go. I'm gonna be making bronze daggers until I can... Basically, until I use up all my inventory. Alright, I just had a brain attack. I could just buy these ores, smelt them, and then come right back here and sell them. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna run out of coins eventually, but just because the price they pay for it goes down. But I can go get my coins out of the bank whenever that happens. So yeah, that's the move. Just kind of smelt everything, hammer it all, sell it right back, and just rinse and repeat. Hey, smithing level 4. So I was thinking, and I think I'm just gonna keep doing this until, I don't know when the shop restocks or like how that works, but it seems silly not to, because it's not basically, it is 100% free experience. You can see I've actually gained almost 500 coins, which isn't much for a gain, but it's just the idea that I'm just buying it's literally free smithing experience. So that'll help. So when I'm in the mines, maybe north of Falador or wherever I go, I won't feel so bad about power mining and then just dropping the ore, you know, because I'll already have all the smithing done for that level. But I think that's definitely going to be the play. We're just going to go start mining, blast through the copper and tin, and then we can go to iron and then start saving up our own iron. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I've already got 23 smithing, which means I can start, I'm well into the iron stuff here. Not to the steel yet, but to the iron for sure. And I haven't done any mining yet, so to avoid just power leveling and throwing down copper and tin on the ground, I think I'm gonna go do Doric's quest, and I'll have to just buy some iron ore at the GE on the way there. Other than that, then that'll help us get a jump on our mining skill. Plus, it'll knock a quest off the list. So I'm gonna go do that. I think I need to get some clay and some iron ore. So I'm gonna go do that, and then we'll head out to see Doric. Now, I know the reward is XP, and also you get to use his anvils, but I don't know what the benefit of his anvils are. It says, I can usually fit 28 things in my backpack. In a world of quite limitless possibilities, a complete coincidence has occurred. I don't quite understand what you're saying. Well, out of pure coincidence, despite definitely not knowing what you were about to request, I just so happened to have carried those exact items, in fact, in the exact quantities too. Oh my, that is a coincidence. Yep, it is Doric. Hey, check it out. So, use of Doric's anvils, whatever that's worth. And then what did that level us up to? Level 10 mining, alright, cool. So, size 1 stars. Oh yeah, I don't know what the stars are. Apparently we can mine those now. Curious what was up here, or down there rather. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use that as my mining area. Probably me and everybody else, you know. But I'm going to do that after maybe I get to the point where those scorpions will leave me alone. I think that means I'm going to have to like be double their level. I don't know. So I'm ending the night of recording here. This may not be the end of the video, but I'm ending my night right now, and what I'm going to try and do is do some like flipping. I don't know anything about it, so I may not do well, but like if these are selling for 3, it says actively traded price is 2, so could I buy a bunch for 2, and then when they go up for 3, like can I like get grading and go to 1 coin? Will that even buy? No, not instantly I guess, but so I'll buy at 2 coins. I guess I'll do the max 30,000, right? Yeah, we'll see how this turns out. Then if I can like flip it, that'd be cool. But if not, I'll just sell them, I guess. Or cancel it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, if you can't tell. So if I lose all this money, that's cool too. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to try another one too with Goblin Mail. I've noticed on the ground in the last couple of days the price really has fluctuated. So I'm going to say, it says actively traded price is 175. So I'm going to go and just put like 115. I have no idea if that'll actually work. Whatever. The buy limit's only 15, which is odd, but whatever. Like I said, I'm going to leave these in overnight and then just see if anything comes of them. Alright, so I decided to do some combat training, and as you can tell down here, I'm still at 20 attack, but I'm all the way to 35 strength. I don't know, I feel like strength is the way to go, at least starting off. That way I can hit harder, and then like that'll help me gain experience quicker. I don't know. Tell me if you think that's accurate or not, but check out the fit. I got the Mithril Sword. I don't remember if I did an update on this, but in case I did not, here's the the current setup, if you will. Pretty sick. But I have been doing these treasure scrolls. So I want to get the shoulder parrot. So we're gonna hunt this one down before we wrap up this episode. So where do we gotta go? I need a chef's hat and a red cape and Varrock. Okay. Well, I have the chef hat. And I guess if I'm in Varrock, I can go to the GE and get the cape. I made a bit of a whoopsie here. So I sold these for a decent profit. I'll show you the history here. I bought them for $115, sold them for $392. Not a bad flip-flop. Only 15 per, so it's not like crazy. I bought a bunch of feathers, 30,000 of them at 2 coins each. Now, if you see, I go to sell them. I can't do this yet. I have the quest points, I have the skill total, but I have to have 20 hours in game. And I'm currently at 14 and 5 minutes. So, I'm just gonna have to throw 30,000 feathers into the bank here. So, eventually we'll be able to sell those. And like I said, I bought them for 2, so I'm gonna try and sell them for 3. And basically just make a little bit of money. Anyway. What did I need? A red cape, I think? Yeah. Let me grab one. Oh, it wants me to go right here, apparently. I do love the RuneLite plugin that lets you do this stuff, because it's so much easier than going like to Rune HQ and getting the like pictures and stuff. Hello, sir. I have a story about that. What? Okay. Oh, wow. First thing. I got the casket. Okay, so I'm looking for the shoulder parrot desperately. Okay. I got shrimp, a leather cowl, and a herring. So, I've had worse things, probably. I'll probably grind attack for one more clue scroll, and then I'm gonna wrap this episode after that. Ooh, check it out. I got the frog thing. Hold on, frog. Let me kill this cow right quick. 1 second, Mr. Frog. Nice. Alright. Speak to the frog prince. Right. Is that him? No, this one here. Yes. Will you help me? Yes, I will. What? Yes, I will touch you. Okay. Yikes. Hey, there you go. So now I got the little token. So if my next clue scroll takes me to Varrock, I can swap that. Alright, got the next clue scroll. It is south of Drainer Village Bank. And we need a spade, so we're going to Drainer Village Bank. We can just grab our spade when we get there. Alright, here's the spot. Sorry for the weird view. People back there chopping willow trees are talking crazy right now, so I'm just gonna not look around. Okay, yeah, I need to talk to Reldo to get the strange device. I have that in the bank, so I'm gonna grab that really quickly. Alright, looks like it's in the patch of mushrooms just northwest of Drainer Manor. We go to our handy dandy map. We're just south of there, so... Oh, that's cool. Oh, we gotta go in the fence? We do. Okay. So we're going right back to the manor. Our survey says, did we get a casket? We don't. That's okay. These clues are beyond easy. Actually, they're beginners. Talk to Hans walking around Limbridge. Oh, they're so close. Perfect. Yo, I just got the yellow bead. That's huge. I've been waiting for that. So we can do Imp Catcher now, too. But anyway, let's talk to Hans. Well done. Thank you. Hey, we got the casket. Alright, let's get over here in private before we open our treasure. What did we get here? We got... Hey, okay. Mind runes, herring, and steel plate legs. You know what? Not bad. Alright, I'm gonna do one more. I mean... It's not that. Alright, I'm gonna head out here and call this video done. So we had a lot of progress this time. Had a lot of levels gained. Let me look real quick where we're ending off. So strength is 37. That's the highest we've got. Fire making is close at 33. So we really only needed to get to 40 attack. So once we get to 40 strength, I think I'll just swap over to attack. Same with defense. I'll get them all to 40, but I'm going to start with strength. And then I think once I get to that point, I think I'm going to start skilling more. Fishing for sure is going to go quickly. So yeah, I just want to get these combat things out of the way so that way I can go mining under Falador, and it won't be so hectic with the scorpions attacking me and such. So anyway, that's gonna do it. So I will catch you cool cats on the flip side. Goodbye.